everyone. This week's episode is slightly different. We've put together all of our favourite outtakes for you from 2024. We had a lot of fun making the pod and sometimes we don't always get it right. And here are our favourite bits that made us laugh. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Nerds Against Normality podcast. I'm Stacey Bowles and I'm...
Fucking up this intro.
Great start.
Okay. Line. Welcome to the Nerds Against Normality podcast.
IBS.
IBS and you some questions.
I'm so sorry.
So that's like that.
Oh god. I'm sorry. It was really unprofessional of me.
Okay.
Love that.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm here with Harry Bowles.
That's my surname.
Right, again, the diagram is on the TV. Please.
Right.
I'll redo it.
Take a sip of your drink and shut the fuck up.
And welcome to Nerds Against Normality.
That's the perfect intro. We've done it. I will take a sip of my drink, but not because you told me to.
God damn you.
It is good though.
That's really good. Yeah. We should start a new podcast. One where I'm allowed to do what I want.
Go on, recording.
Hey, old Ben here. Just announced the next bit of the clips for the outtakes. Sometimes when Harry and Stacey go off to make dinner and I'm stupidly left on my own, I like to have a little play around with the mic. And here are some of the bits that we couldn't make it into the podcast. And please comment on the Spotify. Enjoy.
I believe we've still left the microphone running, so I'm just going to go. I think I'll just do a little song. Do 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 like and subscribe. What's going on with these? Oh, they're coming back.
What are you doing?
Now, while the other two are away, I'm also going to do a different song now. Oh, no, I did that one earlier.
Do. I don't know how the rest of the song goes.
You got all the way to the end. That you had two more bits to do, which was... There we go. Why was that difficult? I thought you just gave up halfway through. Oh, he's back.
Timers that go off. I know you're recording. I look forward to that.
Tennis. How are you, Harry? I'm also hard. And it's coming back.
The next clips you're going to hear are basically just us fucking up all the time. Mostly Ben, but also sometimes me. I also have to say, excellent music in this film. I'll say that again.
Sorry, I've just shit myself over what you've just said. Well, you could finish off with like, so that's your week.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Old Benny Two Dicks over here.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm waiting.
So that's your week. Billy Two Dicks.
I didn't even get my name right.
Oh my god.
It's Billy Two Richards, actually.
Okay, so that's your week. Ben, what you been up to?
There's going to be a lot of editing here and there. Mitch is going to earn
No, that
his
was
money.
good. Oh, sorry, Mitch.
It was in the top 5 rated.
Sorry, that tea was so hot. Pick it up. I'm so sorry.
Let me start that again.
How did you pick it up? You know it has a handle, right?
Oh no, I couldn't fucking lean down enough. I'm so sorry.
God, that's a worse burn than some of.
God. No, it's not the worst burn coming up in this podcast. I can tell you that for nothing. I would highly recommend it. I think it's good as well. We watch a lot of American TV shows and we watch a lot of overseas stuff. It's actually quite good to watch just a good British show.
Hi to our American listeners. We really like American TV.
Yes, we do very much. But it's kind of...
Mitch, insert laughter track now.
Ha 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 ha.
You just use that, please. Just use that. Don't. Christ.
Yeah, I was trying to do Final Fantasy.
It's just good to watch a good British show that's like, oh, yeah, there's a Tesco in the background there.
This next clip was regarding my birthday, and we thought it was just a little bit too disgusting to include in the podcast, but we thought it'd be nice for the outtakes. And then after that, you get to listen to a nice little story from one of our favourite listeners, Nathan Broomfield, and a tragic night out that he had. Obviously, he had the annual have a little sickie in the toilet.
Of course, as is tradition.
And then woke up.
Yeah, I should say how that went for everyone listening. In fact, I don't know whether you've heard this story.
I heard the story earlier.
Oh, okay.
Is this good content?
I don't know. It always seems to be something coming out of you whenever you have a story to tell. Either going out of you or something going into somewhere it shouldn't.
Yeah, so I woke up.
But enough about the stag do.
I woke up at, I don't know, 4 a.m? 5 a.m? To Harry just lying on his side in the dark going, ugh, 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 for 5 whole minutes. So I was like, Harry, I love you, but can you shut the fuck up or go and be sick, please?
To which I responded, I don't like feeling like this either. What's your? It's my actual birthday at this point. Why are you being so mean to me? You're not my real mum. And then I proceeded to go to the toilet, and evacuate.
Yeah, of course.
His entire being out.
Tactical. Tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was farting like a little flute.
Nice.
You did.
It's like an assault on 2 flanks, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
Because at some point you're going to think, one of these farts is not like the other.
It's not safe.
The first question we have has come from a listener who emailed into us. Dear Gardener's World's greatest threat.
Brilliant, thank you. Alan Titchmarsh, did you message in?
Could Harry please share the story of the night of the Champions League final between Chelsea and Bayern Munich and the morning after? Love the podcast. Much love.
So God knows why Nathan has asked for this story.
Hey, Nathan.
Because, this is such a detrimental story for him, not for me.
It's a very Nathan thing to do is this.
Honestly, this is some self-sabotage. So, he wants this on the record. So, Champions League final, as you say. Well, he supports Arsenal, I support Man United. So we went there to support the English team against the Germans. We were Chelsea fans for the night. And we were drinking, having a lovely time, getting absolutely on it. And we had an awesome night. It was brilliant. We both got really shit-faced. And that's how I thought the night had ended. And I just woke up with a normal hangover. And I just wake up to a phone call from Nathan. And I was like, oh God, what the fuck? What's happened? My head's pounding. I was like, you alright, mate? What's up? You all good? And he's like, I'm not in a good way, mate. I'm not in a good way. Whilst I was drunk and I was asleep, I have literally shit my room. And I was like, what do you mean you shit your room? And he's like, I don't know what's happened, mate, but I've dashed the entirety of the lower half of my room. It's like, I've tried to blame it on the dog, but there's so much shit on there. I don't think my mum's buying it. Also, I've walked my own shit into the bathroom. He goes, and in a drunken state thought, I'll put my socks on. That'll solve it. So he's put his socks on. So he's mulched shit into his feet.
Oh.
Pulled his socks up. Gone back to bed. Like a big baby, just shitted up. He's woken up again later with his socks cemented to his feet with his own shit.
How come one shit so much?
He had to throw away his curtains. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the worst hangover you can possibly have.
Oh my God.
Nathan, why did you want us to know
Why did you want us to read this
story?
out? Again, for our, the few international listeners we have, first of all, I'm so sorry. Second of all, this is not a vertical slice of British life.
No, we're all right.
This is very much southeast, just shenanigans. It doesn't happen everywhere.
This next clip is just a little insight to how we actually make the magic happen. It's in our hoodies, in our pyjamas, laying down, not giving a fuck.
Harry's got so stressed he's taken off his socks.
Actually, I'm going to point this out on the podcast right now because no one can see it. Right now, Harry's taking his socks off, and I'd like to point out both of my co-hosts are lying down on sofas while I'm stood upright, talking into the mic. I've got Stacey next to me in a blanket. Harry's got his hood up and his socks off.
With his hooked around his ears for some reason.
It's comfy.
So yeah, it's just good to know that one of us has taken this seriously. So.
2, 1.
This next clip is about, at some points, how the running joke is I can't talk about my work until the one point I actually did talk about it and almost got sacked.
I'd like to just let out some breaking news. I think you might have dropped the ball a little bit. I don't think the project you're working on has been announced. So I looked it up on IMDb and it doesn't exist yet.
2 seconds.
Are we going to have to bleep out the name of the film?
I mean, I was hoping we would do that anyway.
Oh, okay.
So imagine my surprise. 2 seconds. Call
You
us.
have to specify then.
Just 2 seconds. Oh god, I'm really hot all of a sudden. No, this isn't it. This isn't it either. No. Oh shit. Hold on.
All I did was went onto IMDb and I searched Tom Hardy and then I searched what's his face director.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's on IMDb News.
Oh, it is now. Okay. Yeah.
Oh shit, we'll definitely have to bleep the title then. What? Because I'm calling it Fixer, that's the working title.
Oh no.
Oh, have we...
I don't know.
Okay.
No, we haven't because it hasn't come out yet. I mean, it should be fine.
Wow, okay. There's a lawyer at the door, Ben.
Mr. Affleck. I passed the bar. Now I'm going to lift yours.
Sometimes we're not always really funny. We also like to give really interesting facts. Usually, Harry and Ben don't believe my facts. See what you think.
I've realised I may not know London as well as I sometimes think I do. So for anyone who doesn't live around it, Canary Wharf is in the east end of London by the docks, where that used to be. And apparently there is a rule, I was talking to someone who's a Londoner, Evan, who's from there born and raised, that certain planning laws in London means there are some places where you have to have an unobstructed view of St Paul's. Like, so there are some buildings which have to have themselves cut almost in half and stuff because you have to have an unobstructed view of St Paul's Cathedral. Something to do with I think some sort of religious thing. So me being me, I asked, can you see it from here? For context, I'm in the far east of London. St Paul's Cathedral is in slap bang in the centre of it. And I won't repeat what he said to me because if we were monetised, it would be instantly demonetised. Needless to say, I cried a little.
How about next door to St Paul's?
Really? Do you have an unobstructed view of it?
No, we're one of a tall building that obscures it.
You bastard.
You're the problem.
You're the reason I can see it. And I got called a very rude word.
Next to the oldest tree in London.
Really?
The oldest tree in London.
Yeah.
That's when you're desperate for
got-
landmarks. Fucking hell.
It's got a plaque. It's because
The Great Wall of China. The oldest tree in London. Whee!
that's the only tree in London that didn't get bombed.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Oh, it can't be. Hey, no, I'm going to it can't be the only tree in London that didn't get
No,
bombed.
It's a fact.
No, I don't believe
It's on the
that.
plaque. It's on the-
It's got,
Who's going to make a fake plaque?
I put my hand up. No, I dispute that. It can't be the oldest tree in London.
It is.
Disputing that.
I'll show you.
We'll find them then.
But I mean, you've only got my word to say the one that I show you is the oldest tree in London.
Yeah. Oh, it's all just politics, though, isn't it? I bet it's probably some wealthy donation that got that tree there.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the oldest tree in the city of London.
Oh, okay.
What's the difference?
The City of London's a small central part of London. Oh, it's a bloody good tree.
My building's that one.
For the listener, I'm looking at the oldest tree in the City of London. City of London is where they filmed the Detective Pikachu film, and London is anything else around that.
It's like the gherkin and ting.
Yeah, that's London. Then City of London's Leadenhall. Fun fact. This is all being cut.
Oh, there's a lot being cut, yeah.
Yeah.
As you would have just heard, sometimes Ben and Harry don't really listen to me when I have interesting things to say. Here's another example. I'm not bitter.
What'd you say?
So, I have just finished another murdering series. So again. Oh my god. Thanks, guys.
I just wanted to do that. But as soon as you started talking, I was like, I'm going to do it.
Keep that in.
As I was saying.
Oh, good crisps.
Oh, lovely crisps. Stacey was saying something about a tree. I wasn't listening. Anyway, it's some video game talk.
I've got a question for you both, and you can take some time to think about this. Is if you could have a game made into a film that you don't think is like an obvious choice, what would you pick?
That isn't an obvious choice.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I wouldn't pick my obvious choice, which would be Metal Gear Solid. I wouldn't pick that because that film has been in the works for about 20 years now, more than that. I would probably, I don't know, I'd go something really obscure, like really, really obscure.
Birth of Isaac.
Does it have to be a game that's like well known? Like if you're going to do the trailer for it, would you then have to say based off the video game?
Yeah, let's say yeah.
Okay, so it'd have to be really obscure.
So if it was to be more mainstream, I'd pick Devil May Cry.
Oh, that would be
because I think it'd be excellent.
I would pick Yakuza.
Yakuza.
I think Yakuza would work. Get John Woo to direct it. Gosh, done.
Job done. Now, if it was going to be something obscure, I would love an animated movie of Shenmue.
Yeah.
And I would love it to, like, the games are never going to finish the story, ever. I would like it to be a wrap-up of Shenmue.
Okay.
Because
so
not many people really play it. Yeah, maybe it would be like a half and half.
Yeah.
So half of the film would be what you've played, and then it would kind of go off
that
and finish
cool.
it.
So just give us a quick history of Shenmue.
So he is a martial art master. His dad got killed by a better martial art master. And it's a revenge mission. It's quite cliche. He was a pupil, obviously the main character. He was only young, he was like 17, 18 when his dad got killed. And you're after these two plates, the Phoenix plate and the Dragon plate. And the legend has it that when you get the two, you summon something and basically you become all powerful.
Yeah.
Now, the bad guy's called Landy. He's got one plate, you've got one plate. So he's actively hunting you as well. And you're trying to go for him. And obviously, you're nowhere near his level. So you have a couple of run-ins with him. And he always just smacks you about and you just get away because an ally comes in and kind of saves the day. But the story does a good job of progressing him as a character. Like when he first starts, he's a bit naive. He's just like, I'll take on the world and I'll just do it all myself. He soon learns that, I'm not going to be able to do it all by myself. And I need to actually... And you go to different parts of China and you go under the tutelage of different masters and you learn the different ways. And the fighting system was based off of Virtua Fighter. So the combat was really tight. It was really good. It was the first of its kind. It was the first video game to ever cost over $100 million. And it basically almost bankrupted Sega.
It's becomes a very recurring theme with Sega. It's always like insert game title and then you can say, and it almost bankrupted Sega.
Now, there's a huge part of the game that's dedicated to forklift driving because you have to make money in the game to get certain items. So how much of the film would be dedicated to that?
85%.
Yeah, I'd say a good 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
And Ben, your choice?
I would do the origin story of the forklift from Shenmue.
Born and raised.
Because he had a forklift that was better than him, but then he got killed. So, and then there's a better forklift, which is actually just a big crane. And he's going to be like, I'm going to bloody revenge against you. And he's like, I'm an actual crane. Yeah. I did take a lot of acid when I was doing that. I would do I'd love it to be live action, but I don't think I could make it live action. I would do an animated noir detective show based off Grim Fandango.
Oh, that'd be
Yes, love it. Tell us about Grim Fandango.
Grim Fandango is... oh my God, I haven't played it in so long. It was a PC game. It was a PC and PlayStation game. Yeah. So I had a port of it on the PlayStation. And it's basically just about a essentially like a Grim Reaper-esque looking character who is a detective, and he sort of lives in like the underworld or hell or a version of it, and just solves crimes in it. And I think that would just be really, really fun because it's very self-referential as well. It takes the piss out of a lot of like pop culture references, and it's quite light-hearted, and I think it would just make a really good comedy.
I'd love to see that in like a stop motion animation. I think that'd be great.
Either that or a live action one a la Sonic, but with Sly Cooper.
That'd be good.
A master thief meets a raccoon that's also a master thief. Oh my god, it's writing itself. Wait now, Sonny is about to announce this.
Give us a call, we'll give you the right.
The rights to Sly Cooper, which we do not have.
This next clip, you might not recognise the voices because it's for an upcoming episode with our special guests, Vic and Rob. Unfortunately for us, we're really organised, and Tesco turned up mid-recording, so we had to leave the room to deal with that. In there's a little joke about my testicles, and that's because they were the size of golf balls and very painful.
Let's leave them messages, Rob. We can say lots of things here. If any of this makes it into like some sort of Christmas clip show.
An outtake show.
We were the ones that went with Stacey and Harry to New York. We had a lovely time. Apart from when Stacey was ill at the end of it.
Harry is currently ill. And I think the late delivery from Tesco that's currently being sorted out. It's just frozen peas for him to sit on. Because with swollen balls.
Poor Harold. And poor Stacey, but she has to be careful too. Now it's time for Rob's one-man show retelling Disaster Movie.
I don't like it. Knuckles and Shadow.
You bought that?
Didn't we? Oh yeah, that wasn't the one we got in New York, was it?
No.
We got Sonic and Tails in New York. Where are they? Somewhere else.
They're in his special room.
With some chins room. Cool.
Sorry about that. It's alright. Oh,
Fuck you, Ben Affleck.
where were we? What were we saying?
And lastly, apparently the funniest clip, and it didn't make it because, in my opinion, it's shit. It makes no sense. It's not even a joke. It's just a word. It's just a place. Even talking about it, they're already going. It's about a small little village called Burpengary in Australia. You'll find out more about the town in this clip. Guys, anything to add?
It's just a really good clip.
Burp and Gary's.
To buy some oranges.
It was limes, you fucking cretin. So another little funny story which happened was me and Chris, we went to a place called Burpengary, which it's a real place.
Everything.
Say no more.
Everything out there is something stupid. He lives in Narangba. I'll have to bleep that out. But yeah, we went to Burpengary, and I can't remember what I was going there for. I'm pretty sure it was to get drink or whatever, barbecue stuff. We went to Woolworths, which out there, Woolworths is like, no, it's not, don't get excited, Ben. It's not Woolworths like how you remember it.
No!
Woolworths out there is Sainsbury's.
Oh!
Yeah, it's naff. Oh, it's not naff, but it's not Woolworths.
Oh, for God's
Long
sake.
live the Woolworths name, though.
Yeah.
What is Burpengary? Because when you say that, it makes me feel of like...
I thought it was a pub. Makes it sound like a pub.
Yeah, middle-aged men wearing too tight jeans with their bums hanging out, that kind of vibe.
Which is why they went.
Oh.
That's rude.
A long pause there.
That was the penny dropping.
Took a while. What actually is it? It's like a hardware store or?
No, it's a shopping centre.
Oh, right.
So you'd go there. Well, it's a place, and we went to the Burpengary shopping centre. It's not funny. It's a real place. Google it.
No, we're going to have to turn my safe search on.
That's true. So we did all the shopping and we needed some limes. And luckily there was this little fruit and veg. I don't understand. This isn't even the joke. The joke's going to miss so bad.
I can't smother it up.
I just think it's really funny you've gone to get some limes from Burp and Gary's.
That wasn't the only reason we went to Burp and Gary. We just so happened to also need limes.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was going to take this opportunity to open my drink.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh God. Right, carry on.
Being an idiot.
Sorry. Sorry. Right. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're good? We're good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Licking
fine.
them toads?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Cut to 5 minutes later. Oh God.
A few moments later.
Oh, sorry. So you were at the Burp and Gary getting some limes.
Just don't say it out loud. But Gary's not real, Ben. It can't hurt you.
It sounds like you made it up because you didn't want his wife to know where you two were going.
Where are you going? We're like burping, looking at Gary Oldman. Gary.
Is this a real place? I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah, it's a real place.
Okay.
I can believe that.
Burp and Gary.
There's a place in the US called French Lick, which is very funny.
Very good.
Very wet.
I mean, to be fair, there's an underground tube called Cockfosters, right?
Oh yeah, always makes me laugh.
Anyway, so
You were
did our shop.
You were getting the limes.
Getting the limes. We went to the little fruit and veg stand outside. And whilst we're there, I thought, I've got to buy an exotic fruit, right? Which you just don't get in England. So I went over there and I was like, oh, what should we have? They've got custard apples. If you've ever seen custard apples.
No.
Look funky. They're kind of like imagine an apple slightly bigger, but with like pear texture. And
Right.
it's got like little spikes coming out of it. It's an odd looking fruit. And I've grabbed one and I was like, yeah, I'll have this. Taken it to the counter and she's gone, it's not the ripest. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. I wouldn't know. It's magic fruit. I'm in Burp and Gary buying custard apples. It's all been a bit much.
This is not how I thought my day would be going.
And she goes, come with me. And I went, well, you're the expert. And she goes, no, I'm not an expert. I've just been sold the fucking Australian dream. And I was like, how's the Australian dream working out for you? She goes dead-eyed. She's like, it's a fucking nightmare. I was thinking, this is customer service for you, isn't it?
Now get your limes and go, sir.
Honestly, I was like, the good thing about nightmares is, you know, you get to wake up. I was like, is there anything nice you like about it? She was like, oh, some of the people are nice. I was like, yeah, some of the people are nice. And she went, you obviously haven't met the shit ones, though. I was like, oh, you have a good day, miss.
I love this woman.
She's so funny.
Can we get her on? Who's this? What's her story?
I think she'd love to come on because it's outside of Australia.
Is she English?
She's Indian lady.
Oh, okay.
So she's
sold a dream.
She was like, yeah, I got sold the Australian dream. How's it going?
Oh, God.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out that I've googled Burp and Gary's. Nothing's coming up.
I will find it for you because you obviously cannot internet, bro.
Harry's going to
It's going
search.
to be a newscastle that a small Indian woman has burnt it down after conversation with foreign man.
Have you seen that episode of Ted? Do you watch Ted Lasso?
Yes, I do.
Have you seen that episode where the coach guy? Oh, that's not how it looks in my brain.
You've put Burp and Lamps and Gary, haven't you? You've put Burp and Gary. You've spelt it as it sounds.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's why it was so funny, Burp and Gary. Anyway, you know that episode of Ted Lasso where the coach guy just goes off and has his own episode?
Oh, yeah.
No one really knows what he did that night. That's what I imagine would happen when Harry googled Burp and Gary.
I'd love to.
Well, I mean,
It didn't really exist.
all of the names are mad, right? So In that vicinity, you've got Burpengary, Narangba, Kawamba, Deception Bay.
Sorry, the Michael Bay. Sorry, the new Michael Bay film.
You've got Kabulachur. It's Upper Kabulachur. Alimba. It's just all made up.
Are these? Oh, what's the? These are all the original names for these places, aren't they?
I imagine the Aborigines.
Yeah, that's the Aborigine name. This has got to be it.
Yeah, so we should probably cut out the making fun of it.
No, that's staying in.
Fucking petrol sniffers.
Great. Well,
That's going out.
That's definitely going out.
Right, pausing.
Honestly, anytime Harry played that story, me and Ben were just wetting ourselves. So much so that Harry was really not amused.
No, really derailed the podcast, the whole thing.
Really did.
Really good.
But
Really good.
We really hope you've enjoyed listening to these outtakes.
Stacey, please, I'm trying to talk. Anyway, we've been Nerds Against Normality. Thanks for hanging with us. Check out all the latest episodes every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts from. And please follow, rate, like, do all the fun stuff on social media, or come up to us in the street. If you have a question and something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email at nerdsagainstnormalitypod@outlook.com. That's how you do it.
Bye.
Bye.